By 1967, the skies over North Vietnam were the most dangerous in the world. American pilots, flying advanced F-4 Phantoms, found themselves outmaneuvered by the smaller, more agile North Vietnamese MiG-21s. The MiGs would strike from the clouds, slash through bomber formations, and vanish before the Americans could react. They were ghosts, and the US was losing the air war. But at the Ubon Royal Thai Air Base, one man was determined to change that. His name was Colonel Robin Olds, a legendary World War II ace with a flamboyant mustache and a fighter pilot's heart. He was tired of being the hunted. It was time to become the hunter. He gathered his men and laid out a plan, not just to find the MiGs, but to lure them into a fight on his terms. He called it Operation Bolo. The genius of Olds' plan was in its deception. The MiGs were adept at avoiding American fighter patrols, but they were notoriously aggressive against the slower, more vulnerable F-105 Thunder Chief bombers. So, Olds proposed a simple but brilliant switch. His F-4 Phantoms would pretend to be F-105s. This meant flying the same routes, using the same radio call signs, and even carrying the same electronic countermeasure pods as the Thuds. To the North Vietnamese radar operators, it would look like a fat, juicy formation of bombers was entering their airspace. A perfect target. But hidden inside this Trojan horse were 56 of the Air Force's best fighter pilots, led by Robin Olds himself, itching for a fight. On January 2nd, 1967, the trap was set. The sky was a solid, gloomy overcast, perfect for the MiGs to hide in. Olds led his armada of fake bombers over North Vietnam. The tension was electric. For the first 20 minutes, there was nothing. Had the North Vietnamese seen through the ruse? Then, a crackle over the radio. A radar controller spotted multiple blips rising from their airfields. They're coming up. The MiG-21s, confident they were about to pounce on an easy kill, took the bait. They climbed straight into the cloud layer, right into the waiting hands of Robin Olds. The first MiG broke through the clouds just 1,000 feet in front of Olds' Phantom. It was a moment of pure predatory clarity. The enemy pilot, realizing his catastrophic mistake, jerked his aircraft into a desperate turn. But it was too late. Olds slid in behind him, his weapons systems officer, Charlie Clifton, already locking up the target. Olds let loose a Sidewinder missile. The heat-seeking rocket streaked forward and connected. The MiG-21 exploded in a silent orange fireball. Suddenly, the sky was filled with chaos. More MiGs poured out of the clouds, finding not helpless bombers, but a wall of enraged Phantoms. The air war over Vietnam, usually a contest of technology, and missiles instantly reverted to a classic swirling dogfight, a furball of the kind not seen since the Korean War. Robin Olds, now in his element, maneuvered his heavy Phantom with brutal skill. He lined up a second MiG, but his missiles failed to lock. Undeterred, he closed to within cannon range, a distance so close he could see the pilot in the cockpit. In just a few minutes of controlled fury, the US Air Force achieved what it had been struggling to do for years. The trap had worked perfectly. When the last MiG fled and the Phantoms turned for home, the score was staggering. In a single engagement, Robin Olds and his pilots had shot down 7 MiG-21s, nearly half of North Vietnam's operational fleet of the advanced fighters. It was the most successful air battle of the entire Vietnam War. Not a single American aircraft was lost. Operation Bolo was more than just a victory. It was a masterpiece of tactical deception. It broke the myth of the MiG-21's invincibility and restored the confidence of the American fighter force. For Robin Olds, it was the pinnacle of a legendary career, a testament to the idea that in the end, it is not just the machine, but the mind and the heart of the pilot that wins the fight. It was the last great gunfight of the jet age, and the man with the handlebar mustache had written the rules.